Oh, hey, welcome. We have a podcast. You should listen to it. Let us entertain you.
Yeah, we're gonna entertain you like this.
That's a little too much energy.
Oh,
Like
okay.
we're not doing accordion. We're gonna be nice and calm. I'm really bad at this. But yeah.
Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome to the podcast. Woo!
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Frogs and Grog
Welcome
podcast.
back to Frogs and Grog, baby. Frogcast.
Today we're doing another movie review, as you probably saw in the title.
Yeah. We're talking about Krampus.
Now, this is a good Christmas movie.
This is a great Christmas movie.
It is a story of anger,
Anger and greed and hate and
wrath,
love. A little bit.
a little bit of that,
But only in extreme circumstances.
and a badass aunt.
Oh, and
Let's be real.
Oh, yeah, like the the really old ant lady dude. Okay, we're gonna get to this, but badass.
Yeah, for real. Okay, so the movie. What are your thoughts generally?
So yeah, first impressions, first general thoughts after the movie ended. It's honestly a fucking good movie. Kind of slept on. I haven't heard anyone talk about it. To be fair, it's an old movie. I think it's holy shit. I think it's back from like 2015.
Something.
It's something old
Probably.
like that. But yeah, that makes it like an 8-year-old movie. But good fucking movie.
Obviously not for kids a lot.
Yeah, no,
Kids would probably have nightmares.
it's a horror movie. It is a little bit cheesy on some at some points.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. But for the most part, like the monsters were pretty scary. The plot was decent.
Yeah.
The characters were really good. I liked all the characters actually.
Mhm.
They had some good characters there and some decent character development. Honestly, for just a one-off movie,
Yeah,
not bad.
for a few characters there was good character.
There was some good character development.
The animation, like whenever they went to
Yes.
the animation, that looked
The
so
animation
good.
was fucking fantastic. They also used some puppets as well.
Puppets instead of CGI,
Dude, yeah,
which looked amazing.
it honestly looked
Puppets
really
always
good.
look a lot better than CGI.
They
in my
always
opinion.
do. They always do, and they're always scarier as well. In my opinion,
Yeah, definitely.
a lot of the deaths were really good. Honestly, they were pretty good. It was interesting because they made it PG-13, I think, so they made it so you didn't see any of it really on screen for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I think they did a good job with the deaths, anyways. I think it was okay.
Yep,
So,
I agree.
Basic plot of this movie: giant family
With extended family.
So family and extended family and everyone all together for Christmas. They hate each other. They're all rude to each other.
Yep.
Kid gets upset and writes with his letter to Santa or whatever, and rips it up and throws it out the window.
Christmas spirit destroyed.
Christmas spirit destroyed. Summons Krampus. Family gets tortured and all dies.
Yep. Basic plot.
Basically,
If you don't know what Krampus is, it's like a old Christmas curse. Kind of.
Kinda.
He's like anti-Santa.
he's
He's the anti-Santa.
He's reverse Santa.
Yeah. He goes and punishes all the bad kids. I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember if, like, in the original folklore, he gives good kids good stuff,
Mhm.
or if he's just on the bad kids.
What I've always heard as a kid is that Krampus just comes and takes all the bad kids away and like murders them
He literally eats
or
them off of a
enslaves
cliff.
them or something. But yeah, he's a scary dude. Let's go over our favorite characters first. Let's start with our favorite characters. Ant easily on top.
Yeah.
So there's this, and we're going to discuss why here in a second. Ant, the old ant lady, she's like maybe early 50s, the early 50s, late 40s, and she's like the parents' aunt. So she's a great aunt. She's kind of like a grandma figure almost, but there is a grandma in there, which is another one of my favorite characters.
The
But
grandma's a really good character.
she
too.
is a great character, but the aunt. The reason why she's my favorite, first of all, she doesn't give a shit. She has
Yeah.
no filter.
For real.
And so she's always like, "Oh, this is so awful." Like,
This is awful. Let's drink alcohol.
Yes, she's also an alcoholic, and she, at one point in the movie, she shows the kids how to make some sort of alcoholic
It's
drink, and they sip it a little bit. They're like, ugh. And it's like, wait a minute, what? Because the parents are coming up with some sort of plan to defeat the monsters and stuff. And so they make all the kids go out of the room into the kitchen. So she's like, okay, I'll show you how to make this alcoholic drink, I guess.
So like, fine, you can have some, I guess.
So yeah, she just doesn't give a shit. And then also in one of the scenes, she pulls out she grabs a fucking shotgun and shoots some.
Which we wish everyone in horror movies would do.
Exactly.
Because like in a lot of horror movies, they're always like, I can't shoot this, or I can't do this,
or they're like paralyzed by fear.
Yeah,
she just fucking grabs it, bah, 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 bah,
pops a cap in their ass.
For real, she takes down like I think she takes down like 3 of the monsters.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, she's a fucking badass, dude. Love the ant.
Mm-hmm. Next favorite character is probably the German grandma.
Yes.
Yes. Honestly, it's kind of funny just watching her be like, just know what's happening, but not tell anyone.
Yeah,
and she knows English.
Oh yeah,
she just doesn't. She doesn't want to deal with their shit. So
she always speaks in German.
Yeah. So until like one point in the movie, but it's great.
It's fucking funny. Yeah. And the story behind the grandma, she lives with the main character family. And I think she's like the dad's mom, but she had Krampus come take her family when she was a kid, so she knows what's going on, and she's trying to like keep everything together and keep everyone in the house, keep the fire lit to keep Krampus out. But no one fucking listens to her, and it doesn't matter if she speaks in English or German, but no one gives a shit about what she says, and no one like pays attention because they're all stupid.
Honestly, it's because nobody pays attention or cares about anybody in the family shit.
Yeah. No, they all hate each other,
which is part of the plot to the movie.
Let's see, other favorite characters. I really liked the dad, like the main character family dad. The fucking uncle's a dick, but the dad, he's a pretty cool guy. He's kind of helped keeping everyone together. He's like kind of
he's keeping everyone calm, collected.
It's his house, I guess, but he's a good leader, and he's good at
showed off good leading qualities.
Now he does make a couple mistakes, and so does most of the people in the movie. I think everyone makes fatal mistakes and has fatal flaws. But there's a couple times where he goes out exploring with the uncle, and it's like, you should just stay in the fucking house.
Well, I think that it was fair the first time they went out to go find their daughter, and they didn't know anything was wrong, really. Yeah. So they were like, oh, this is just a really bad storm. Let's go out and try to find our daughter.
And they find everything like destroyed and banged up, and they're like, this is not right. Why is this house destroyed? And then also, who's another? I think that was really.
I think that those are the best characters.
Those 3 are kind of the best characters.
Now,
for different reasons.
Okay, what about the worst characters?
Okay, I fucking hate any of the aunt's kids. Or not the great aunt. Sorry, the uncle and shit. That family, I hate all their kids.
Yeah, the secondary family. Annoying. Really, I agree full-heartedly.
Basically, I also that entire family.
I think that the main family's kids as well. They were kind of.
They're all the kids in the movie just fucking suck. They're all annoying as shit. And they all they do is cry, which, don't get me wrong, that's what they would do in that real situation. They're very realistic characters, and which is why they're so fucking annoying. Great. Oh yeah, the actors did an awesome job. We just don't like the characters because they're fucking annoying. But that means they did their job right. And so
they made them seem insufferable, which is what the characters were supposed to be.
They were insufferable little brats. And the entire time, they're always constantly arguing with each other and doing stupid shit and leaving the house. And like there's a little kid that's a little bigger, on the bigger side, because his dad wants him to be bulking and stuff so that he can be on the football team. And he dies because he tries to eat a gingerbread that comes down the chimney attached to a chain with a giant meat hook on it.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I was like, why would you eat that in the first place?
And, this kid, his whole character is all he does is eat and look at people. He never says a single line in the movie, actually, which I thought was really funny.
He doesn't?
He doesn't say a single word.
Maybe he just screams.
I think the only thing he does is scream and eat. That's it.
Which,
and cry,
honestly,
and cry.
That's pretty good.
But he did a good job at doing that. Again, we're not dunking on the actors or on the characters.
The acting for that kid was really good, because I feel like it would have been really hard to do exactly how he did it.
75% of his screen time, he has something in his mouth.
Yeah.
It's really
it was
fucking
like that
funny.
kid from Willy Wonka Chocolate Factory.
So yeah, no, I don't like that kid just because he was fucking stupid.
Yeah,
like bro, that's one of the worst deaths you could have had in the movie.
The second worst death was the girls who went upstairs to use the bathroom.
Oh yeah, no, that was so stupid. Basically, the first character to die was the sister or whatever in the main family, and she goes down the street to her boyfriend's house in the middle of the storm, and then gets eaten by some marionette in a box, like a Jack in the Box thing. And so everyone's been looking for her the entire time. And at one point, these two twin sisters from the uncle and aunt and stuff, the other family, extended family, they're going upstairs trying to go to the bathroom because someone clogged the toilet downstairs. And they hear the sister's voice, and they're like, "What?
Oh, hey, we better go find her."
Yeah, we better go find her in the attic. And then they get swallowed by a gigantic fucking gesture marionette.
It's the worst looking thing.
It's so nasty.
It's creepy. But it looks so good.
They did such a good fucking job on that's one of the puppet ones too. That one, I think it might have had a little bit of animation at some point, but for the most part it was like an actor in a suit.
If they used CGI to complement something, I think that's whenever it really shines and looks good.
I agree.
But whenever they just use CGI on top of blue green screen, whichever one they use, that's when it just looks shit.
Yeah. And so anyways, they fucking they go up there and they get eaten, and it's just so stupid. It's like, bro, y'all have not seen her for fucking days. How would she be hiding from all of you up in the attic?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
And why they would have checked the attic before. They had people in the attic.
I think at this point at least one or two characters have died already, right? Because the sister died, and then I think this is when the bulking kid died as well, or this is right after that.
I think it was before.
No, because I think it was right after, because that's when all the things started invading the house. So at one point in the movie, all these things invade the house, kind of, and that's when people start really getting picked off. The gingerbread, the living gingerbread guys, which actually is like my least favorite part of the movie. Yeah, we can explain that in a second. But gingerbread guys invade, and that's how the kid gets killed, because he tries to eat one of those. And then there's this giant Jack in the Box guy. There's this angel that has a nasty face that flies around. It looks like an ornament. And then there's a teddy bear and a
little robot, like a Gundam.
Yeah.
Somebody was getting a Gundam.
and they're going around just killing, torturing everybody. So that's when people really start getting picked off, and the basically that entire family is wiped out by those guys.
Well, actually, they kill a bunch of these guys, and then all of a sudden there's characters that just appear out of nowhere called the elves, and they come in and just start grabbing everyone and taking them outside.
Oh, okay.
And then they're gone.
So this is when the great aunt, the old lady, really shines. We talked about her shooting things with a shotgun. She takes out the bear, the angel, and the little robot with the shotgun, and is about to take out the Jack in the Box thing, the giant marionette Jack in the Box, when the elves come in and take everybody. And they grab her, and she's like, "Oh well, I'm going. See you later, guys."
See you in hell.
yeah, she says, "See you in hell," or whatever, and just fucking gets dragged off by these elves. So this is such a funny send off. Honestly, best character death. Let's see. What? Oh yeah. Oh, let's discuss the gingerbread really quick.
Yeah.
Probably the only this really big flaw in this movie.
And I hate it when movies, TV shows, all of it do this in general.
Yes.
It just pisses me off so hard.
Because it kind of just ruins the whole vibe.
It ruins scariness. It ruins seriousness. It ruins a lot of things.
Yeah.
And this is going to be the cute character archetype. Now, some of them do it well. Like Pochita from Chainsaw Man.
Yes.
I like that as a cute character, because it's supposed to just be something that's not dangerous, but it's really dangerous.
But it's really fucking dangerous. Exactly.
And the gingerbread tried to do the same thing. They're supposed to not be dangerous, but then they get a nail gun and they get up to all sorts of mischief. Light on fire, and move around,
and they all have cute little faces, and it's like, this is fucking stupid.
Yeah, there was no need for them. They could have used the elves. They could have used...
And if they had used the gingerbread, if they had made him like look just really fucking messed up and scary, maybe that would have been better.
That would have been better. I just think the whole gingerbread as like
an
enemy.
It's like it's a Chucky vibe, and that's kind of stupid.
Yeah, it was like bad Chucky.
Yeah, exactly.
Because Chucky can be pretty freaky.
He's really fucking scary. As a kid, actually, I was like terrified to death of Chucky because I had seen one picture of him, and I was fucking terrified for years of him. But no, these gingerbread, nah.
Gingerbread, not scary. It wasn't funny what they were doing.
Nope. It was just kind of stupid.
It was like, just like, bruh. Oh, here's a cutesy character to make merch on. Yeah. Which is what a lot of the cutesy characters are for. Mm-hmm. And that's a lot of Disney movies do that. Like, all the Disney princesses have, like, their pets.
Yep.
And there's no, like, they don't do anything to the story.
They're just sidekicks. It's like, bruh.
It's like, what's the point in this?
What is the point? I really liked the ending, the twist ending. Very good. Okay. If we didn't make it obvious already, this is all spoilers. We're going to put this in the title and the description and stuff. But if you haven't watched the movie, then this is not going to make a lot of sense.
This whole review isn't going to make a lot of sense.
It's not going to make a lot of
Because
sense.
we've been jumping around a little bit.
We have been jumping around a little bit. But
it's kind of a confusing movie, to be honest.
It is a little bit confusing, to be honest. But it's
coherent.
It's fairly coherent. You can follow the story fairly well. We're just not explaining it very good.
Yeah.
But it's okay because we're jumping around a little bit. But yeah, no, the ending really good. I liked how they set that up to make it look like a good ending, and it's just like they're fucking in hell.
Yeah. They were trapped in a snow globe, or maybe that wasn't. Maybe like they did reset it all, but like that was just a memory for Krampus. It's kind of like up for interpretation.
Yeah, you can definitely interpret it several different ways.
I personally like the idea that it's just they're trapped there forever now.
Same. And it's kind of like, oh, well, now we're in hell because we all have to be with each other forever.
It's just the fucking worst.
It's just the worst. Yeah. So, anyways,
another thing, the grandma character, how she died, that was a really good death as well.
Honestly, yeah, it was a good send off for her because it wasn't super violent, and it was kind of just like, yeah, I'm just gonna kill you.
I do wish that it had been Krampus to kill her, not like open his bag and then whatever came out.
Yeah, basically how it goes down is he like walks up to her and they're just like standing face to face, and then he like opens up his bag of toys, and then they all like shoot up at her and eat her and stuff, and probably drag her in or whatever and devour her. But
I wish that he would have done it.
Yeah, I kind of wish he had just been like,
Krampus was just a passive this whole time. He just left toys around.
That's actually something I didn't like about the movie. Is there wasn't a lot of like Krampus doing a whole lot. It was mostly his minions, and then at the very end, he throws the kid into hell, into a fiery pit. That's the only kill he actually like full on gets.
Yeah.
One thing I thought
he left it to his squad.
Yes, he
was playing solo, but he just left the whole thing to his squad.
He's playing Terraria Summoner. All right.
Yeah, for real.
But for the most part, he just was passive, let his guys take care of the dirty work for him. Like, come on, dude. Take some pride in your work, man.
And he was such a cool looking character.
And he looked very good. I agree. They did a great job on how he looked. The costume was fantastic.
Yeah.
I like the puppets they made for the reindeer as well. Looked fantastic as well. Oh man, because they fucking were not reindeer. Okay.
And I couldn't tell most of the time if it was CGI or puppetry.
Yeah, exactly.
Which the blending was pretty good.
It was really fucking good. One of the one of the parts I also thought was really good is closer to the ending with the whole twist and stuff. It's just like the son left, the guy who wrote the note and threw it up in the air and summoned Krampus in the first place, and everyone around him had just been killed, and he's like fed up with them now, and so he runs over to Krampus. He's like, stop, like, give him back, I take back my wish, yada yada. Yeah, and they're holding like the last one of his family members. It's one of the twin cousins or whatever, and he's like, please take me instead, don't kill her. And Krampus is kind of looking at him like, oh.
He's like, bruh.
Yeah, like
literally just bruh.
Just bruh. But it's kind of set up to look like maybe Krampus will have a change of heart and give him his family back. And he's like, fucking nope. And he tells him to throw in the fucking cousin. They dump her into the giant crag in the earth, and it's like, oh, well, that kind of.
I think Krampus picks up this kid who's like, "Why'd you do that?" And then he just yeets him into the pits of hell.
Yeah,
like what a Chad.
Oh yeah, and it was really funny too because he's like, "You can fix this. Like, we It doesn't have to be this way." And he's just like, "Fucking see ya, kid. I've done this for thousands of years. I don't give a shit."
For real.
Yeah. No, yeah, that's easily one of my favorite parts.
Yeah,
kind of shows. That's
like Krampus has things to do.
Yeah, that trope doesn't work all the time.
Yeah,
come on, guys.
Which I mean, it kind of did work out in the end because the kid got his family back in the hell snow globe or whatever.
And that one too is really funny, just because it's like kind of like Krampus being like, "Yeah, I heard your wish and I'll give it to you," but like not really, haha. Like kind of laughing.
Here's some
face.
Bullshit for you.
Yeah, here's some bullshit. We're gonna sprinkle a little bullshit on top,
Yeah,
but
no, honestly,
really good
movie. Kind of a sleeper film.
Kind of a sleeper. Don't get me wrong, it's the same in every movie. It was just a little bit slow to start as well, because it kind of like the beginning is like, oh, introducing the characters. That's how it always goes,
Yep.
But
Gingerbread deducted overall points for me.
Yeah, but as soon as the action happens, it fucking happens, dude.
It's good.
Everyone starts dropping like flies.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. But yeah, honestly, overall, that movie was a solid like 8.5, 9 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I would say it's probably like 7 to 8 for me as well. Because don't get me wrong, there's better movies.
There's definitely better movies. Not every movie's perfect, but
for a holiday movie especially, because a lot of holiday movies are like pretty cringe.
Yeah, and a lot of holiday movies, even if they are good, are the same ones you've watched over and over again, like Nightmare Before Christmas, The Grinch, all that stuff. It's different.
It's pretty fresh,
and it's nice. It's refreshing. I definitely want to watch some of these other horror movies, Christmas related, if they're even remotely as good. So,
yeah, I agree.
But yeah, I highly recommend check out this movie. I mean, most of you, if you've heard this review, probably have
watched it, or maybe we're interesting you with this.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe you heard a little bit and you're like, oh, well, now I want to watch it and see what they like so much. And I'm sure we didn't describe it perfectly and didn't like do it, give it like
do the movie justice.
Yeah, do the movie justice. That's the phrase I was looking for. Thank you. But yeah, I'm sure we didn't do a lot of it justice. But trust me, just watch it. Good movie.
Pretty good.
Good movie. Anyways,
thank you so much for listening.
Thank you for listening, and we will see you guys in the next one. Frogcast out. Leaving so soon. Hope we see you next time.